key wisdom to make it in cryptocurrency land. Here's a cute Pikachu. Don't forget what we're here to play for, friends. Fundamentals. We are not valued like a stock when we're in cryptocurrency land. That's why it tricks everybody. It skitters everybody out. We are like a city. Just because a city collects no taxes does not mean the city doesn't have value. Think about Dubai. Is Dubai worth nothing because they don't have any taxes collected? No, it's worth a lot. It's a city. It's a network. Its value is basically the number of people in the network, the GDP, the transactions in the city back and forth, even though there's no direct income stream for the government. You get it? So don't forget this. When you buy a layer 1 coin, you are simply buying the share of a digital city. That's all you're doing, even though you don't have any direct income stream. There is a base fundamental value for the coins you buy. For example, you're buying Ethereum, you have ETH, you have PulseChain, PLS, maybe you're a Phantom, right? Phantom believer with Sonic S now. You get the point, right? So it's important to understand that. That's why a lot of people come into crypto, they don't really get like what we're doing here. You know, obviously a lot of people just think they're fluking it, but you know, maybe the first cycle unicorn stuff was flukies back in the first cycle of crypto over 10 years ago, but not anymore now. It's not a coincidence that these things have a base fundamental floor value and they move up in the bear markets. Remember, you can swap it, or you can swap your token around from other tokens. You can swap shares of the digital city. So PulseChain can go get exchange for, like, you know, if you own a part of the city, you can go buy a sector of the city. Maybe you like, you know, maybe the luxury area, or maybe there is, you know, a middle class area. You can go into the art area, or maybe the nightclub, adults only area with meme coins. You get it? You do get it now. Also, that makes it tough because if you're dealing with a digital city, if someone doesn't like the city, they can click out, they can leave somewhere else. You know, if somebody else shines a shinier and yummier lollipop, they can just literally click out and go bridge out. We don't have that problem in society yet, but one day we will. One day we'll be able to travel across continents, maybe in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, instantaneously. We don't have to deal with that world right now because travel, there's still geographical boundaries, there's passports and things you got to worry about. So crypto gives you an idea of what the world's going to be like in the future, really. Everybody, it's kind of funny, we'll remove the borders, but there will be more tribes and areas out there in the world because you can go anywhere, right? So the tribes who basically make people feel like they want to be there and believe in something, they're going to grab people, even though there's no necessary financial gain because you can move anywhere in the world, right? In the real world, you can't easily click a button to sell 20% of a house to invest in stocks. That's also the big power of cryptocurrency. It's so liquid. You see all these advantages, friends? You don't get this out here in the rest of the world. You don't. Permissionless. Anybody can participate. Crypto has big advantages for $1,000 net worth individuals. So no matter how you spin it, you're always fighting FUD in crypto, climbing that wall of worry. They'll never have advantages over us like that. No way. Remember, in stocks, you don't even really own the stock, dude. It's on the DTCC. It's someone else's. You're having fun? Don't forget to follow highest value content in crypto, friends. I have to go through a lot of people who are just like, you know, wasting their time, or they're has-beens. They've lost their edge. And it does make it tough from the time to time. But don't forget the crypto YouTube tier list, right? Very unbiased that I made for me. Having fun here, friends. But like, you got to figure out, right? Yeah, everyone's got an agenda with anything in life. Okay? And even if you've got a good agenda, like, oh, that person's honest. Yeah, it doesn't mean the coin goes up. Product market fit depends on the business cycle. Don't forget that. A lot of people do tend to forget that. They do. That's why we've got to pump it up for them. Now, make no mistake, friends. PulseChain is here to crank. Just like everything else, but PulseChain especially is here to crank. Remember when I made this, friends? Crypto influencers out there, right? Whenever they see the PulseChain community having the 2 or 3 yearly conferences run by the community, for the community, 170 content channels, 70 YouTube streamers, all of them fighting the FUD. The rest of the PulseChain, right, KOs, this is what we're seeing. Everyone else is yelling at us, gatekeeping, coin racking, scientists dealing with all this junk. But then when they see their own peers doing pump and dumps, paid shilling ICO trash to exit on their audience and gaslight them, they're like, hee hee, Oh, that's okay. It's just a free market, guys. Mr. Mog Temps. Yes, we will mog you. I love this picture, bro. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. This post hits harder than most realize from Indican. Crypto Twitter influencers love to talk about decentralization until they can't invoice it. The PulseChain community isn't perfect, but it's real. It's grassroots. It's self-funded and is doing the work without any VCs or token allocations. And shout out to my friend Mr. Katz as well. So you got to think, man, you don't have to like get on board with this stuff. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm definitely the way. I'm totally clear-peeled about it. It is what it is. I'm just telling you, it has value, whether you like it or not. Like the example I give you, okay, maybe you don't like tall buildings. Maybe you don't like a smoggy city. Maybe you can't speak Chinese. Guess what? Shanghai is worth a lot. The Shanghai city's got GDP. It's got expensive property. A lot of people want to live there. That's why there's very high bids for the units there, apartments there. Okay, yeah, it's not your cup of tea because you can't speak Chinese. Okay, you don't want to go live there. Your family isn't there. But there's value there. Stop being a soy boy and start believing in something. When you believe, you know, it's a bit of a trap as well. Maybe you hold too long. But also, at least you get to see the greats, you know. Like, you couldn't hold Bitcoin the whole way unless you really believed in it. You can't be like, oh, I'm not really in that Bitcoin crowd when it was like $4. Yeah, because if you don't believe in it, when Bitcoin's $40, you've 10x your investment. You don't even see it as an investment. And then how are you going to hold through all the swings on the way down? So you start to see, friends, it's like it really is a catch-22. The people who get to see the most glorious high prices are people who believe the whole way. You know, but also the people who get to see the lowest of lowest are also the people who believe the whole way. It was written in the stars. When HEX pumps 200%, crypto influencers. First they say HEX is a scam. HEX is a strong cult, and your friend Somi was right. So buying high, euphoria, the narrative, it all comes together. You don't get a very powerful active narrative with a super cheap price. You don't get that. You need information asymmetry. When we see disconnects, it doesn't feel like an amazing value opportunity. Like, look what happened to PDI, right? Even though I'm talking about the story and everything else out here when the prices are low, it doesn't mean, oh, we all feel good because the marketplace, 99% of people don't believe in the words. They just refuse to see it. That's the market. Tough. That's like you have to make the decision yourself. You take your bet. The price is low precisely because 9 out of 10 people in a room think it should be there. That's why the price is low. And also, a price will be high because 9 out of 10 people in the room think the price should be up there. So it's up to you to figure out whether you see that there's value there if you're going to be accumulating something. Okay, so it's got nothing to do with this story and this narrative, all this junk out here. The good stories come when the prices are up. And now, I keep thinking about that Bitcoin conference, friends. You know, it's been a while, but remember the Bitcoin conference. Remember I had some jokey jokes out here. This is like, you know, Michael Saylor just checking you out. All those juicy, juicy, juicy things I'm going to do to you. Right, we know classical, cyclical stuff, people taking on leverage. We see that with the Bitcoin treasury bubble. We see the Michael Saylor and the FOMO bringing up his average price more and more and more and more. I don't think it's dangerous yet. I think when it's dangerous, I think it's going to be obvious. I think there's going to be clear signs. Friends, just imagine Michael Saylor rocks out and he gets like a freaking, just a big Bitcoin chest tattoo, right? It'd be actually amazing if you get 2 Bitcoin logos on his nipples. Something where I'm like, okay, something's topped out. You know, it has to hit us. It can't just be, oh, things are going up. Because markets, right, friends, markets in a bull market, you're pricing in the future. So you might think, oh, this thing is expensive. No, you didn't get it. Yeah, it's expensive based off today. It's a bit expensive. But markets are pricing in the next future. They're pricing in 6 months from now. Eventually, when they get ahead of themselves, they price in up to like 4 years in the future, like a long time into the future. That's what crypto industry does, yeah? So that's why, like, we've got to get to maybe crypto 10 trillion because, you know, we're expecting crypto to be there in 2028. So hopefully we get to see this nice, juicy euphoria that comes along the way. I can't help but think about those Bitcoin conference top signals, though, you know, getting all these popular influencers. I wonder if one day, honestly wonder if they're going to all switch one day and just become Ethereum people or whatever it is out here that comes out to claim to change the world. But we're going to be ready for that, aren't we? And here I am joking as well. Shout out to Somi Fan Token. When PulseChain hits 10x sack price, there will be signs. So we're all waiting, friends. That's it. Everyone's just waiting for business cycle. Keep cranking up. Please continue. Don't feel like we're climbing the wall of worry. Oh no, I'm worried. There's a new thing. Israel, Palestine, Russia. What's going on? Trump said this. Oh no, earnings, recession, Jerome Powell, the major loser. All these, man. It's just like, it's always worried. That's bull market stuff. Yeah? When it's all over, we're not worried anymore. It's when we be like, oh, euphoria. Oh, there's nothing to be worried about. We're gonna be doing so great ahead. That's when the warning signs come out. But we ain't there yet, are we? Like and subscribe. Press the belly button and all. Catch you soon.